honestly. Okay, so I have my hot water. I have my liver of sulfur solution. It says 4 cups of water and a half cup of liver of sulfur. However, I don't have even a cup in here, so I'm just gonna put just a splash. Maybe 1, 2, 3 droplets. There we go. Okay. Jeez. Close that. Toit. Stinks like eggs. I'm gonna mix it up. Yeah, it smells like period farts. And this is my first piece. Hello, good morning. And I'm just gonna go ahead and drop it in here. I went ahead and polished this guy up before, but I'm looking for it to kind of patina just a bit. Good morning. Hello. And it's hot water. I'm just gonna close the lid. Good morning. Hello, hello. And shake it around a little bit. I have my rouge cloth here, but yeah, okay. So here it is. It went from looking for the gray. So then what I'm gonna do now is put this one in there. And I'm looking just to intentionally oxidize, basically. I was using a Sharpie, but since I'm looking to, you know, commit, make this a full-time endeavor, you know, I want to see about the longevity of oxidizing an item. And this took no time at all, basically. And it is gray. I'm gonna leave it in for just a little bit longer, especially face down, because I'm wanting it to really get in all the nooks and crannies. But today, my main goal is going to be seeing how much I can crank out in a short amount of time. I have to, and here's this one. I'm gonna put it in there. I have to pack today. I have to pack and ship out so that things go out tomorrow. I do all of my packing mostly Saturdays, or excuse me, mostly Sundays. That way, at least I know it's about 48 hours after my shows. That way, give everyone ample opportunity and for me to ship out all at one time. But after I do my shipping today, I was hoping to list some stuff on, just take pictures to list. And so I wanted to come out here and kind of show and kind of do. Look at that! How cool! All right, I'm just gonna focus mostly on the nooks and crannies in the front here. Flip it over. How fun. And so I know that you can finish it off with a rouge cloth and polish it. And I know that you can take some steel wool. Good morning, hello. But I do not have any steel wool. I just don't. But yeah, we'll go from there. All right, so here we go. Taking this guy out. And this is what it looks like. It's all blackened. And I'm gonna put the lid back on it because I'm pretty much done with it right now.
Cute little mason jar.
Looks like pee-pee when you're dehydrated. So drink your water, everybody. So, I got this. I'm gonna put this in my drawer because that's plastic. And I'm gonna take paper towels and I'm just gonna blot. Blizzity blot, blot, blot. Yeah, last night I was like itching to play with some copper, so I did, and I made that pendant just kind of for funsies to see how it goes. You know, I've been working with, so this is what it looks like before, and I'm just gonna take, like I mentioned, I'm gonna take my rouge cloth here, which the inside is more of like a the outside, excuse me, is more of a finishing, and the inside is what I really use to get in there. And when I polish jewelry that's not even mine that I've made, I stick it in my cloth and fold it over, and I just fiddle. I sit here, wiggle it around, play with it a bit, kind of just zone out. A lot of times, I really enjoy polishing jewelry, I'm not gonna lie. I'll just take a whole handful and I'll go sit on my couch and, like, after the kids have gone to sleep, and just sit there and polish some stuff. So it's really soothing to me. So I wanted to obviously play with liver of sulfur, as I've mentioned before. A lot of my go-to, yeah, I just I'm trying to be economical, and I'm trying to use what I have before branching out. I know there are some things that I needed to get, but it is what it is. I've been, this right here, as you can see, I'll probably get in there a little bit better, but I wanted this intentional patina on there, on this ring. This was the finish that I was looking for. You can see, you know, I'll probably get in there a little bit better, you know, play with it a little bit more, but I was mostly looking for this kind of finish. So I'm really, really, really happy with that. So there it is. Also, my piece from last night, it is extremely blackened, which works out in my favor, because I goof. There's parts that I've messed up on, and at least with intentional blackening or oxidization, you can kind of hide some of the goofs. Anyways, so I just wanted to come out here, work on that, and of course I have some stones set aside that I've been wanting to work with, and I want to get together some like stackable rings, you know, stuff like that. I can always take my buff pad too, but I don't want to get too abrasive to it. Mostly just want the copper to stick through just a bit, but not nearly at all where I want it to be. But I'm so excited about this. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, you know, I wasn't able to come out here for like a week, and I missed it a lot. It's really soothing to come out here. It's really enjoyable to come out here, to work with different things, to come out here and challenge myself. So it's really exciting. I enjoy it. I didn't want to be just another one of people who made jewelry. I wanted it to reflect me and who I am. So anyways, those pieces I'll work on later. I got my container O pieces. I try to keep stuff on me, because I forget so much sometimes to take stuff. My mind is like going like 1,000 times. So I usually have stuff in my front pocket or something on me. Anyways, so I'm gonna stuff that back in here, fold this up, and let's get cracking today. So last night I went over some things that I've got new, and a lot of them were the 4mm cabochons. I got, yes, exactly. I got some 4mm cabochons, and I got some from Mr. Jim, and then I actually got some from eBay. I got some lapis, chalcedony. I've had moonstone, and I got a few others. So I'm wanting to make some stackable rings so that there'll be a nice presentation. I could put them possibly on Etsy to sell. Now that's my goal. That's what all this is for. And last night, if you happened to catch, I ended up getting some more solderable accents. I ended up getting some butterflies, just really small. I ended up getting some more crescent moons. I ended up getting some hearts. So I think I'm gonna play with the small stuff today, and go from there. I got some really fun gallery wire that I want to work with. That's silver. I've got a few other stuff, like I said, that I've just been kind of wanting to fiddle with and go from there. So I'm just gonna kind of see how the day takes me today. My half rounds. All right. So I didn't bring it out here, but I usually, or what I first started, one of the first rings I did was I made it out of half rounds. This is 10 gauge wire, sterling silver wire. And I stamped it out completely flat. Well, I measured it first to the ring that I wanted. And I was making bigger rings because a lot of times I get smaller rings. I also have it printed out this ring conversion chart, which tells me the diameter and circumference of things, so that I can better measure and not just guess. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make a stacker ring today, and I'm going to let you guys help me. The other day, a while ago, I made a crescent moon ring, and it was stamped on the inside glow. Perla actually helped me pick out a word. I have the idea that my ring, you wear it, and on the inside, if you're opening up your hands, it has a special message for you. So the first one I made, what was it? Oh, it was a bee ring, and it said buzz. So just a fun little thing to put a smile on your face. So the next one was glow, which was the crescent moon. So what I'd love to hear you guys, is I'd like to make a butterfly ring, and maybe a small shortened word that we could stamp on the inside of the ring, inside of the band. So I'd love to hear. Calm is a good one. Hello, peace out. Hope Cookie's well. Calm is a good one. I know, like, I can't break flutter. Like, flutter is just too long for me. So these are the little solderable accents. They're small. It's just meant to be a stackable ring. I also have this guy right here, which is a single earring. It's a little butterfly. I'm wanting to use like amethyst and lapis today, because those are the ones I haven't used yet. And that way I can take, good morning, that way I can take a photo for Etsy and say, these are the cabochons that I have available for you to choose from. So I have a lapis. I have lapis, amethyst, and chalcedony. So I'll be making 3 rings today, 3 stacker rings. And I'd like to use my heart, my butterfly, and maybe another crescent moon. I might be able to fit peace, but I think I like calm, actually. That's a nice one. I think these are calibrated incorrectly because I tried to fit these carnelian into the little cups that I have, and they're too big. I know I could probably smack the cups around a bit, but I don't know. They're too big. Too big. So, I'll work on that a little bit later. Hey. Thanks for being here. Alright, so, like I mentioned, the first ring that we're going to do is going to be a butterfly solderable accent ring. I'm positive they're 4mm cups. 100% positive. Like, keep everything organized positive. So, you got it. Yeah, this is like, I'm not going to mess around with this. Like, it scares me. So far, I'm liking calm. Does anyone else have another word to suggest? If not, then I'm going to stamp calm in here. Calm into the ring. And then, if someone wants to give me a suggestion for size, that would be chill as well. I also need to organize my stamps a little bit better. Let me make sure. Health is a good one. Make sure I'm on the live chat. I want it to be a smaller word as it's safe. Ooh, safe is a good one. You know what? I think I like safe. Safe is really great. That's amazing when a word speaks to you. All right, cool. Let's work on safe. Thanks, Cody. Really appreciate it. Appreciate everyone being here. Like I said, I got to work on my my organization. All right, so hello. So what size should we make this stacker ring? What size? That's a 5. Don't need that. That's a J. Hi. W. O. That's a G. L. Who are you? Oh, it's a 5. Thanks so much, everyone, for being here and hanging out. Like I said, I'm just organizing. Yes. Fly with a size 9. Sounds good. All right, I'm going to look for the word, they're the letters S, A, F, and E for safe. And that's what I'm doing right here. So like right underneath here is where I keep my organization here. Use a 2x4. Yeah, I know. I ended up getting this. So this stacky thing. But I get so excited sometimes and I just completely just toss them back in here. Like a ding dong. There's an A, or there's an S. There's an A. And they're all lowercase. So that's a fun one too. I usually have my name, because I like to sign Dev into my stuff, put in and around here. There's the E. All right, there's safe, and then I'm going to look for the D and the E, so I'm also going to stamp Dev in there too on the inside. And then I think also what I'm going to do is maybe use some dots or some arrows just to flap the wings. We're gonna go crazy. It's gonna be fun, eclectic, but not so busy, but nice. Okay, so I'm gonna look at my sheet here. My circumference for a size 9 is 59.5. I'm gonna take my caliper here. It's on. I'm gonna set it to 0 just because I'm antsy like that. And I'm gonna go stretch it all the way to 59.5. Right? Yeah, 59.5. Right, here we go. There it is. And I'm gonna take my half round. And do you know what I'm actually gonna do? I'm gonna knock it down just a millimeter. I'm gonna go to 58.5. And I'm gonna do this because when I'm stamping and embellishing, it's gonna stretch the silver. And I've gotten to the habit of making things bigger than I had wanted to. And so I'm gonna knock it down just a smidge. I got my pencil here. And I am making sure that it is touching and it's straight. And I'm just gonna give it a little score on here with my pencil. And there we go. And I'm gonna turn that off. Okay. So I got my line. There's my line there. I got these sick. They work so well. Got them from Amazon. And they're flush cutters. I always want to say flesh because I'm sick that way, I guess. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to work on that line. And I'm going to make sure I'm going to get it as straight as possible. And I'm going to nip it. Boom shakalaka. There we go. I'm going to worry about filing the sides after. But I'm going to go ahead. I've got my anvil over here. And I'm going to pound it out. I'm going to put my name in there. And I'm also going to put safe. Because I really like that word in here as well. And then we'll go from there. So, when you're stamping, I always like to start with the middle letter of a word so that you have kind of an idea. But I really like the non-perfect, the kind of wonkied out, everyone is different, you have your own sort of thing. I'm going to start with the letter F. For fun. And I'm going to go with A. For absolutely fantastic. S for super duper. And E for excellent. I'm also going to take just like one of the sides here that I'm going to join together, a little bit unnoticeable, and I'm going to stamp Devon here because that's my little thing. And I'm going to start V first. I'm going to do it at the end. I'm going to look for the E. I probably could label these a little bit better. There's the, you know. Look for the D. There she is. All right. So I have safe. Boom. Stamped in there. You can't really see it. Got dev. Boom. Okay. So then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take these arrows here and I'm going to kind of like have them look kind of sort of to the bee, except these are arrows, kind of like the wing, you know? It's going to be great. So I went ahead and stamped it, and I have all of the arrows on it. It's kind of hard to see a little bit, but they're there. Deep enough so I can really get it. And I'm just going to put a couple arrows on the inside too, just to kind of finish it off. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my file here after putting away all of my stamps. La 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 la. And what do you guys think? Do you think amethyst, lapis, or chalcedony? For the butterfly. Basically, I'm just trying to flatten it out. I don't have a vise. Sometimes I take the side of my bench here and flatten it out that way, which works well. Okay. Amethyst. I do need a vise, but they're like $69. And so I'm working with what I got. I know, right? Well, we'll look at it the closer it gets. So what I'm going to do is obs. I'm going to take my wrap and tap, and damn, look at that. I stamped the F so hard that I ripped it in half. Whoops. Word to the wise. Be easy. So, it's not all lost. Let's do it again. This time I'll be easier. Gonna do 58 again. All is well. That was like, yeah, no, for sure. I'll definitely, every little piece I have, I'm just trying to utilize. Going to 58.5, and I mean, geez, you know, this is a work in progress. I'm not can't cry over spilt milk. And I'm in need of doing my hair so bad. So, where are you getting my strips from? Well, I got when I was accumulating items, I picked up some half rounds from Amazon, actually. And so I got my first set of half round. This is 10 gauge sterling silver wire from Amazon. And I always cost compare. I usually get a lot of my stuff from bjucation.com because I find it's pretty affordable. But I actually purchased some half rounds because Bjucation doesn't offer half round. They're just round from Rio Grande. And I didn't do a good enough line on here, so I'm just going to go ahead and look at it here. It's like cut, or measure twice, cut once sort of thing. And if you hear the banging, it's just really windy outside, and it's the doors. I didn't secure them well enough. And yeah, so I got, and I know Bjucation, I just, you know, it's so easy for me to go on Bjucation and just look. Yes, and one time they didn't send me something, and I messaged them, and immediately they got back to me. It was really cool. Yeah, and I also follow Bjucation on Facebook. So here's the line. So they have a lot of tips and tricks as well. Yeah. I also look sometimes at Fire Mountain Gems. I'm always price comparing everything because I don't have the cash a lot of the times to be going around and spending a whole bunch of money. Yes, yeah, really awesome stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and restamp because this stuff happens. There's the F. And let's do this again. Stuff happens, guys. Here we go. Safe. Gonna take my half round. My wrap and tap. And basically I'm looking to shape this into the shape of a ring. Before I completely do that, I'm gonna take and file the ends here. I may have to anneal this because it's pretty hard to work with, but I may be able to get it once I solder it together. It'll be fine. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and anneal it really quick, which means I'm going to heat the metal up so it's going to be a lot more pliable. Throw it into my pickle. And since we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and fill up my torch. I forgot to do that before it started. And this way I don't have to worry about running out of butane. This butane is running out. I know this. But this other one, alright. So I filled it up, so I'm not going to want to work with it for like, I don't know, 10 minutes or something. It's going to be plenty of enough time to do what I got to do. So I'm going to take my silver out of the pickle solution, my copper tongs, and it's clean and a lot easier to work with. This is 10 gauge. Oh no. The drive-in had to cancel their Field of Dreams night tonight because of electrical damage. I'm not worried so much about the shape of it as it stands right now. I'm just looking for a flush fit, tight flush fit to the ring, and I have it. So there's that. So in the meantime, I've got my, I really need to go secure that door. I've got my butterfly, and I'm gonna go ahead and organize my table just a little bit. And I think I'm gonna do amethyst. So I have my silver that I've been using, and I have a bag of silver that I've been saving, whether to use and turn into balls or something. In the meantime, because I'm crazy, I'm wanting to work on another 3-stone ring. And I have these stones picked out. It's a blue stone. I can't remember exactly, but I'm thinking right now that it's a dyed agate. But I'm pairing it with these two, which this one is an iron eye. It is stunning. The chatoyancy in the bottom and the movement of this is next level. And I'm also going to pair it with a labradorite. So they'll look similar to how I had my other ring, a long one. But this time, I'm wanting to use it with the gallery wire, the sterling silver gallery wire. I think it's gonna be gorgeous, in my opinion, my humble opinion. And of course, I'm gonna turn it into a ring. I've got my sheet of silver. Y'all, this was expensive. Sheets of silver, they're expensive. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now, while we're waiting for my torch, because I don't wanna be on fire, is I'm gonna take my gallery wire here. I went ahead and already measured the height of it to make sure that all of these stones will be sufficient enough to work with this gallery wire. I did that last night. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fit, I'm going to fit my stones with this gallery wire around, holding it really tight. And that's why I kind of like having my my dip nails in here. And I may have to anneal the gallery wire just a little bit. I can't remember if it said it was hard or soft, but if it's not going to play fair with me, then I may have to do it that way. But I'm wanting to basically make it as tight and flush as possible here, and that is just not tight enough for me. So I think I am going to have to anneal this just a little bit, which is no problem with me, but I kind of want to refrain from using my torch for just a little bit. And then I have a few other stones that I have set aside, basically maximize my time here. I can get as much out of it and done. So, I think it's been some time. I'm gonna move my stones over, and I'm gonna switch this, move my charcoal block, hit this, and I'm gonna anneal it. Just looking for, and I'm not wanting to put, the heat is not on very high at all. I'm just looking to get the color, and I can see it softening, which is just fantastic. Doesn't take very long at all, and there it is. Especially with sterling, and especially since there's a lot of this. I don't want to melt it. And I'm just gonna put this into the pickle. Okay, while that's pickling, I'm gonna grab my solder here, wherever I put it, right here. And I'm gonna take medium solder. I don't need hard solder at this point because literally I'm only going to be using medium and hard. Medium to adhere it, and then easy to adhere the solderable accents. If I were doing like a ring or something, I would use hard to secure the bezels, and medium, and then easy or soft. So I'm just going to take a little bit, don't need a lot, but I tend to pre-cut some stuff so it makes it my life easier a little bit later. Yes. Itchy nose. It's all part of it. I find that I enjoy working with this better than I enjoy working with the paste solder. It's just easier. So I'm gonna solder this ring band together. I'm gonna hit it with some Cupernil. I'm also gonna grab my tweezers here, use a little pallion of medium solder, and I'm actually gonna use my third hand. I bought the base the other day. Really excited about that. And I'm gonna find my little doodad here, my seam, and tighten it. Okay. So I'm gonna take my little pallion here, and yeah. Actually, before I put it on here, I'm gonna heat up, crystallize my flux so that my solder doesn't jump. Literally cannot. So then I'm gonna put my little pallion, just a teensy little bit here, right onto my seam. Okay. Close this up, move it to the side, and let's go nuts. And there's that. Pick 'em up. Okay. Do that. There we go. And I'm going to take, since it's been sitting in here for a literal hot wet minute, my annealed, and it's clean, sparkly and shiny just as it was. Okay, and so it should be a whole heck of a lot more pliable to work with, fingers crossed. And I'm going to take my stones while that's in the pickle, and again, try to fit this As snug as possible. Yes. Okay. You want to make sure there's no gaps. You want to make sure you have a nice fit, because what are you doing this for? Take the time. Okay. So here we go, and I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to mark it. And then I'm going to snip it after I scratch my face. Okay, there's one. We'll go with number 2, which is the blue dyed stone. Getting this nice and tight. Kind of hurts your fingers. That's how you know you're doing it right. Okay, mark it again. Guys, I'm left-handed, and so I tend to, I was noticing last night, I was fitting the gallery wire backwards, so that the pretty side was on the inside as opposed to the outside. Hi, my mom. So, there's that. And then, for my third one, I'll do it again. Hi, my mom. Yeah, I saw Kate do that too on Beachucation. But I haven't had too much trouble yet with setting it. Okay. One, two, three. All right. I'm gonna take my ring out of the pickle. And it's soldered. I'm gonna take my half round, and I'm just gonna knock down some of the excess solder. And I'm also gonna do that on the inside as well. Get some of my sandpaper here and do the same. basically just erasing the seam. It's damp from the pickle, so I'm just going to wipe it off the inside here. Now, one thing I do like about paste solder, when it comes to solderable accents, is so it's easy for me to have it stick. Doesn't work on stretch marks. I don't know, Mom. What am I doing? My easy paste solder here. Yeah. So I'm gonna put a little blobberooski on my kiln brick. I'm gonna set up I've got my butterfly, and I've got my my stone cup, bezel cup. Moving these here. I'm gonna set up my third hand yet again. And I'm actually gonna whack this thing a little bit. Whack-a-tack. Another thing to add to my list is a fully round mandrel. This is, so I tend to just have to hit it on the curved part and flip it around because it's tapered. And it's a rubber mallet, so I'm not like beating the snot out of it, but here it is. And it's a size 8. It's a little bit smaller than I had wanted it to be, but what can you do? And I'm gonna flip it around. I'm just going to take, I'm going to take my Dremel really quick and unscrew the pumice. So this is the pumice one, the pink. So I'm looking to sand and get rid of stuff on the inside here. And I can't get the other mandrel that I have the screw to be loosened. So, and I just remembered now, I gotta grab like a little screwdriver. And I'm just gonna grab a, I'm gonna grab a 400 grit. Hi Lynn, hope you're well. I'm gonna grab a 400 grit of that. Where'd the screw go, Devin? Where did it go? Don't do this to yourself. Probably, there it is. And I'm just gonna do this. Make sure they're on the right side. I've learned the hard way. I'm just gonna do the inside. Okay. Yeah? Just having coffee? my husband's off work today, and I've been talking about soldering all week. It's just been a really crazy week. And anyways, he was like, drink your coffee and then get out there. So I'm like, all right. All right. So I went ahead and filed the inside just a little bit better. And so I have stamped safe in here. And my goal is to have safe when you put it on your hands so that you can see it when you open up your hand here. My hands are, yeah. So that means I'm going to put the solderable accents on the other side here. I'm going to take my third hand and I'm going to secure my ring in here. There we go. And I'm going to take, so I have my easy solder already. I have my bezel cup. I'm going to take my solder just a little bit. I'm going to put it on the bottom of my cup. And stick it. And then I'm going to grab my butterfly. And also put some solder on it. I'm just going to put a little bit on here. As well. Make sure it's positioned the way I want it. And I'm actually going to take a little bit of solder that I have left over on my pick, and I'm going to hit it on the other side of the bezel cap, because I do not want there to be any opportunity where this would come off. All right. Hit it with Cooper nail. The flame is from the flux in the paste solder. And I got flowage. Just checking my work here. So I'm going to take my third hand out. Pickle. And while that's doing that, Alex Trebek passed away this morning? Ugh! That's hot. Are you serious? Are you serious? I know he had cancer. Dang. Dang. That's crazy. First Sean Connery and now Alex Trebek? Hopefully they do an SNL tribute. Remember, did anyone ever watch the SNL one? Where he talks about the rapist for 500? This is Sean Connery. Anyone remember that? My God. That's terrible. Well, I mean, I know it's inevitable. I know it's bound to happen, but dang. 2020, I had read he was, yeah. I mean, what a decision to make. You know what I mean? 2020 has been an awfully hard year. To know that, I don't know, that's tough. You got to really put yourself in that headspace of someone who's literally going through it. Dang, that's crazy. So guys, I'm just lining up really been out of shape about that. That's what a bummer. Hopefully he's no longer in pain. That's what we have to take from that. I'm sure if he knew, if he wasn't going to continue his treatments, then at least his family had a general idea. Just sucks. All right. Yeah, Sean Connery. He's a delicious dude. All right. So I'm going to take some hard solder. Dang. It's been a rough year. I'm going to hit these with some Cuprinol, which is like a flux, and I'm going to crystallize the flux. Yeah. Yeah. Very true. Why are you sticky? Hi. gonna do one bezel at a time. Yeah. Right at the second of flow, my solder jumped off. I'm sorry, Lynn. Let's try this one more time. I got it way too hot. I'm gonna have to reshape it. So I'm gonna take my ring out of the pickle. That was really frustrating to me. My solder kept jumping. It is what it is. Next time I'll just hold it with my solder pick. Beautiful. Okay, so there's the ring, and on the back it says safe. Beep cup. So I'm just gonna hit it again with my little Dremel here. Thank you. And get all the excess solder off. Case solder. And throw it down intentionally a few times so that I can make sure that none of my solderable accents will fall off. It's all good. Alright. I'm just going to ball up a wad here, and I'm going to make sure that the inside of my and make sure that the bezel cap is open. And I'm going to take my amethyst, pop it in here. $49 degrees right now. I don't know what it is over here. But you're not too far away from me, Lynn. Alright. I know. I was telling my husband last night that I was, I am working and you are just Soldering. I was telling my husband last night I was considering bringing out my my Uggs. It was like 80 not too long ago. Ridiculous. Just taking my bezel rocker and rocking over the prongs on my scalloped edge. And then I'm going to take my burnisher and I'm going to go over the edge. Time on the... I could take my ring clamp and do it, but it's all good. I was looking at videos on how to inset stones into the actual metal, and I thought that was crazy. I'm not there yet. Maybe one day. But I definitely want to get these rings up on Etsy. Yeah. There's a lot of things that... Shoot, I still have to get a gem tester. There's just an forever, ever list of things. That's okay. So there's the butterfly, there's the amethyst, it's set in. And I was listening to see if there's any kind of wiggle. Yeah. It's just kind of expensive for something to... Yeah, it would be nice to know certain things, but honestly... Like I've been doing it this far and not needing one. Thank you. So, it is what it is. So, just briefly polishing it. And I'm going to take my liver of sulfur. Yeah, no, for sure. It's not, my water's not warm, so it's just gonna take a little bit longer. That's crazy. Meanwhile, I'm gonna get my got it. So it's been grayed, oxidized, and I'm just going to take my rouge cloth here. I'm gonna literally use my buffing pad here. I have some Zam. Hey. I'm actually really happy with this. So, you have the butterfly here, you have the amethyst, and all the things around here. I've got safe down there at the bottom, and then Dev stamped in here. Thank you. So I'm really excited for this to go up on my Etsy. I'm gonna go open that door that closed on me. Cool. What size ended up being? That's a good question. So I was thinking about beating on it some more. Size 8. Dead on. Size 8. Yep. Size 8. Cool. Right on. Alright. So, I'm gonna put it in my. What are you gonna price it at? Probably 40. Probably 40. And it'll be, do you have your Etsy store posted somewhere? Yes, I do. I have it on my main page of the YouTube. Devin, can a ring be made bigger? Of course it can. Sure it can. Absolutely. You got it. So, in the meantime now, since that's done, clapping's a big thing in my family. We have got to clap. I'm gonna also work on my ring that I'm gonna be making today, which is gonna be a labradorite, an iron eye, and a blue agate. So I'm gonna work on making a 3-ring how. Well, it depends on if you're wanting it like a whole size up or if you're wanting it like just a teensy bit smaller. But exactly right. Rubber mallet, round mandrel, and just time. But basically, you want to make sure if you want to go up a whole size or something, it's just a little different. All right, so like I mentioned, I'm gonna go ahead and attempt at making another 3-stone ring. And I'm going to make this one. I made the other one, I think, a size 9. So I'm going to concentrate on making size 8s because I'm going to challenge myself. Everyone loves a good challenge. So here we go. I'm going to do that. Right. Leave that up to the jewelers. And I hit it with a little bit of crystallize that. I'm going to take my hard solder, stick it, that's too big. I'm going to put it right there. And this time, I'm going to try to be smart about it. Because it seems like right when the solder was going to flow, it jumped. It is windy. Alright, we got a red color. And ha-ha! Boom, boom, boom. Done. Okay, take your, give it like, let it get down to a silver color, take it, quench it, pickle pot. Okay, let's do the other one. I have them already pre-crystallized. Find the solder seam. Alright. Get another piece of solder here. Again, I'm using hard solder. Go ahead and put it right on there. Okay. Do it again. Pickleball. Okay. Squizzy. Now, I'm going to take my stones here, and I have them set up. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. So, this is how I want them. It's going to be like a larger ring. I'm going to take my precious, which this is, I can't remember, a 24 gauge. And fit it. Hi, Stephanie. I've got my ruler right here. Scissors, which this isn't a scissor. I'm going to take my ruler, line it up, and it's going to be about, give myself that one. Here comes the hair. This is going to be about an inch. So, inch. Where are you at? Is that a quarter? No. Yes, quarter. 2 1/4. 2 1/4, 2 1/4, 2 1/4, 2 1/4, 2 1/4. 2 1/4. Line it up. Line, line. Straight line. Line it up, line it up. Straight line. Okay. I'm going to cut that out. Got my saw blade. Got my lube. Holla! I'm going down, down, baby. Oh, feet of the beat of the boom, boom, baby. You know, I did it go. Gimme, gimme. Alright, let's party. I got a WD-40 these wheels. Gonna give me a little bit of damn paper. Rough it up. Turn it up. Get this. Yuri. There they are. Little cuties. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to fit them. It's like nightmare fuel when you realize you soldered it on there, but you didn't fit it to your caps. All lined up. I'm just dry fitting them on right now to make sure that I like where everything is. And I think out of the my drawer, out of some of the waste I have, I'm going to make some bowls. And I'm going to add 2 big bowls to this side because I think it's going to really give the piece of finish that I'm looking for. So I'm going to take my scrap here, and I want to make sure that they're in and around the same size. And just like that, balls. Wait until they're not absolutely red. Put it in there. Put it in the pickle. Same deal. Quench it. Pickle. I think that's definitely what I want. And then I'm going to take some half rounds that I have here, and I'm gonna make it a size 8.5, I think, which will give me enough wiggle room just in case. I'm gonna do about 57.6 millimeters in length. I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna zero out my caliper here, and I'm looking for 57.6. Take my half round, lay it out just a wee little bit here, straighten it. Throw it on the floor. There we go. Turn it off. Grab me bowls out of the water. Go now. He's the governor's daughter. Let go, ball. That's what she said. Okay. Yep. Yes, indeedy. Yes, yes, indeedy. All right. get ready to rumble. Cut me some medium solder. Stone does not go in the liver. I did a little bit of research, and I can put harder stones in the liver of sulfur. Yeah. That's pickling. Thank you. it's been really fun doing this, to be honest with you. Like, it's really, really cool. I really enjoy it. So, I'm gonna make a double band. Let's go. Let's rage. And make a double band. I'm gonna solder the inside of the band together. Yeah, huh? That oxyacetylene torch really takes the cake. So I cut them both to size. Just gonna go ahead and file these straight along. Yeah. Most definitely. So I actually have no clue what I'm doing, so we're just gonna wing it. I think cool. Got the flush. Gonna use some hard solder. That'll do. And I was thinking that I need to clean my pickle pot. I'm thinking that I'm gonna put, since I made balls, I need to get like a little brush out here, to be honest, to just get the gunk out of here. That in between here on the sides, I'm gonna do one side that has the crescent moon and the other side that have the silver balls. I just think that that would be a really fun touch, and I like it, and I want to do it. Okay. So I'm gonna do it with some easy solder because your girl's skirt, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna bring back this over here. And let's go nuts. I'm gonna use some paste solder again because I just feel like I need that little words. I need that little extra security. Security. So before I apply anything, I'm gonna hit it with some Cubernil, which is like flux. And I'm gonna take where I want my bowls, which that's quite a bit. I know that the paste solder already includes the flux, but I'm mostly doing it for fire scale as well. Okay, so less I've got to polish off later. So I'm just hitting the paste solder and flattening out just a little bit, maximize my space. And that was a lot. I'll go over here. All right, let's begin the placement. We have, and I'm just going to go ahead and use a little bit of paste solder on the back of my moons. Music. Looking at the prettiest side of the ball. See which one I want. So it's like full moon, half moon, full moon, half moon. And it's only fitting since I'm the Moonstone mama. I don't want them to touch my my bezel. Where'd the other ball go? Right. Skin nuts. flame because of the paste solder. Really just wanted to make sure that everything flowed. It's gonna burn me if it didn't. Oops. It's my band. It's a double. Now I'm gonna stamp my name in here per the usual. Where did I put my name? Every time I do it to myself. My nose. It's not crazy. Thank you. All right. Now I'm gonna saw around it. Well, at least I didn't break it. That's not gonna work. So I got this Dremel chunk, mandrel Dremel, and it's supposed to fit supposed to fit and work. What do I do? How do I do this? So there's got to be something that attaches to this, so that this could go here. Maybe this is what it is? One moment, guys, as I figure my life out here. Ah, I see. Maybe. Dang it. How do I do this? What am I supposed to be doing? It's supposed to work. Maybe. It's not gonna do shit. Bitch, am I supposed to be doing with this? Yes. Easy lock. I'm gonna have to have my husband look at this because number one, I don't have any patience, and righty tighty, lefty loosey. Ah! Forget it. Not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Gonna leave it for later and have my husband look at it. You're gonna go in there because I can't stand you. And let's see here, what do we got? Let's see the biggest ones. I don't know which one came. I don't think any of these came with my mandrel. I mean my my Dremel. It came with a lot of them came with my rotary shaft. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this doodad here. I mean, what's the absolute point? And go to town this way. Get over that. Enough of that. All right. Here we go. Okie dokie. Seven souls in here. Thank you so much. I'm going to use my Doodly Duke. My buffer thingy. Oh my gosh. The coarse ones really work well. These pads, like my favorite. I'm just trying to knock down a majority of the excess. That way I can make sure yep. And this one is medium. I'm trying to just clean it up a little bit so I have less work after I solder the band on. Every single time I lose the screw. It can't go that far. I think it's right here. I think that's too long. Maybe not. There you go. let's do it. All right. So I'm just gonna stick this, swishel it around in the pickle really quick just to clean it up, because I was filing on it. Basically, I want to get the gunk off of it. I'm gonna take my rag here, clean it up a bit. And so this is what it's starting to look like. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my bands here. Sits at about 2 1/4. Half of 2 1/4 is 1 1/2, right? Or 1 1/4. There's up here. And then it's about 3/4 of an inch long. 3/4 of an inch is a 1/2 an inch. So we should intersect. Hey, Becky. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and solder the bands. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I think I can get away with placing the band where I want it, unsoldered, putting pieces of solder underneath it, and then having the heat flow up top so it'll bind that as well. So I'm going to set my seam here and take my third hand. One of my doors closed. So, I'm going to take my easy solder. Do some snipping. I don't think I've worn jeans since before I've pushed out my children. No point. All right. Let's try this. And now we pickle. All right. So now comes the fun part. And by fun, I mean I have to do it, but I don't really like doing it. Is the filing and sanding and getting it all nice and neato, burrito. And then once that happens, then I can set the stones. Turn my light on a bit. But I also don't want to blind myself or do that. So there we go. Super duper. Sorry, everybody. Taking you on a ride. I really just don't want this to be right there. Hey, okay. That makes it a lot easier. All right. Gonna grab my tissue and well, actually I don't have enough hilarious enough. I don't have enough water in here for my pickle. I need to get more. I'm probably gonna need to clean it. But looks good to me. There it is. Pre-sand, pre lots of stuff. So I'm just gonna work on sanding it now. Basically, not gonna be that much. I'm gonna have to, I think I did an 8. I'm just gonna have to beat it up on my mandrel though to see. Hopefully it's an 8. That's what I'm hoping for. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and use the blue fine polishing wheel. I like that one a lot. And swishity in the pickle pot. And the moment of truth. I have it where I like it. I'm going to go over, the last thing I'm going to do is go over the pumice. Go over it with the pumice polishing wheel. But here we go. Got a tickle. Give that back to you? Worst. Got it to stay. Well, I got it in there. Sometimes when I'm fixing them around and getting them nuts, they all kind of go crazy in their own way. So, labradorite, blue agate, and a iron eye. I'm going to go ahead and set the stones. Thank you. They spoke to me. Got a jumper. one of the last things that I do is I'm gonna go over with a really high grit wheel, the green. And then I'm going to go over it with the pumice wheel. And then I'm going to patina it. God, that's funny. Oh man, that's good stuff. Well, guys, I think I'm done. And I don't know why I'm so shocked, but I actually think this looks pretty decent. Let me see what size it ended up being. So it's a size 7. Let's beat it up. Beat it up, beat it up, beat it up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Seven and a half. All right, guys. This is it for me. I gotta pee. Once I get the material, Mom, I'll start your bracelet. All right. So this is what your girl cranked out, along with, obviously, the other stuff. So yeah, this one will be, thank you so much. This one will be for sale. So I'm gonna work on making it a little bit bigger. If I can get it to a 7 3/4, that would be really awesome. But there it is. Kind of wanted, like, if, I don't know, I'm probably like wizarding vibes. I'm trying to get, like, you know, that whole kind of stuff. So I'll take a picture of it and I'll post it. But I'm really excited about it. I don't know. I think probably if I'm gonna list it on, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe 60, 65 maybe.
I'll think about it. I'm not certain. I gotta wash it. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me today. I hope that you have an awesome and productive Sunday. I will be packaging out stuff today. And yeah, you can hear there's absolutely no movement in that. I'm really excited. All right, I hope you guys have an amazing Sunday. I will see you later. Hasta pasta, guys.